Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
So, did you get the chance to go through the video? Whoever absent, only Sunil was there.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, go ahead, Akhil.
Do we use or implement all the types of methodologies?
No, only activate.
Okay.
Those methodologies only for the information purpose. Being a consultant 360 degrees level, okay, so we need to understand how our past is there so far in the ERP, how projects got implemented, and different methodologies for the different projects according to their scenarios. Okay, so the project manager, client, and steering committee, they will adopt it. So for SAP specific as a consultant for your perspective or our perspective, so we are going for the activate methodology. If you see the sequence overall, from starting waterfall methodology or before any methodology, okay, so projects and work will be there, right? So even though whether you give the name or not, you are following our ancestors following a, so the kind of methodology, the approach of completion of the work, and a lot of lesson learnings will be there. And in our real time, so whatever the work we are doing, for example, you are building a what your house, dream house, right? And how you plan and all, so keep consideration of that one. And okay, so here we are going to take up the pharma industry for this particular project. Okay, there is a reason for that. And if you really, okay, so want a different project, that will be fine, but we will work out on, okay, so what exactly needed. Then, so we will understand, okay, so how this SAP activate, what is SAP S/4HANA, before that one, what is ECC, and Google it, and a lot of videos, lot of information is there, and you try to, okay, observe what is actually required. Also, a lot of unnecessary things will be there that is not needed, not unnecessary, but the extra thing, additional area, right? That is not it. No need of confusion, right? And just to have the glance for yesterday's thing in a minute. So this is activate methodology from Litsoft Consultancy. We can see here about number of areas. Activate methodology, activate real-time assets. Okay, that we are going to discuss today. Okay, the high level within the project without recording, we are going to do deep dive like number of things. But so as this is a public video, and okay, so we are going to have just information perspective for number of guys as well as you guys, right? And this again, we are getting into the activate methodology phases. The discussion yesterday was, so there is discovery, prepare, explore, realize, deploy, and run. And these things you need to keep it. Okay. So when I'm taking the second level of interview, as I worked as a director for the different company, and when I'm taking the interviews, the what used to be happen is, even though big five companies, okay, they will say, so do you know about SAP activate methodology? They don't know. Unfortunate thing is, uh, they used to work all the 10 years, okay, so piece of work, and okay, they don't get chance. Few guys, definitely the front ending will be there, and they know in and out, they will be advanced, and few guys will be there. And this is your opportunity for this generation, and you will understand what exactly 1 decade, 2 decades of experience. I have 18 years of experience in SAP, and overall 23, 5 years in pharma, right? So these 23 years of experience with the domain and SAP, and now you're learning whatever I have gone through all these years. Okay, just like that. So this is what the advantage, and not to get the confusion, then okay, so you keep this as a precise what is needed and how much you need to keep it. Otherwise, it will get bounced, right? And one major thing, the tip is we should not go for the jump start for anything. So we need to understand and analyze. Then we need to take the plan. That is what we will understand about the approach of the plan and the execution and the result oriented analysis. Okay, these kind of things will be there within the project. Now, So after this one roadmap here, okay, that is a SAP portal level you will see, and SAP best practices, rapid.sap.com, that is needed, those so far not introduced. And in the real time, you are going to work with SAP best practice. So as if just like that, you are configuring everything, okay, so you don't do. And whatever the SAP is having the standard on top of that one, okay. So anyway, you are working right now, 2023 system, right? The very much latest one, and based on that one, okay, so you will go ahead in the project, lot of things you will learn. So general module level 1 level, okay, so you will get into the core and understand as a consultant, okay, so everything. Now SAP Activate, as we mentioned, so this is the one, and just okay, so having the slides here, waterfall as mentioned, okay, this is what about ASAP methodology specific, how we are going for the requirement design, implementation, testing, deploy, and all. And coming to agile methodology is nothing but, okay, so piece of the work or group, we are making the kind of number of scope items into sets, okay, the boxes, sets we can say. And this is the group one, group two, group three, or build one, build two, build three. So like that, or sprint one, sprint two, sprint three. These type of terminologies will be there. And okay, so whatever the project manager wanted to adopt, they will adopt it. Ultimately, is out of 100 the task you are making, okay, the group of tasks, group 1 10, group 2 15, group 3 30, depending on that one, okay. So in the project also we will do that, and all these are only just information purpose, no need to just to get into, but just to have the glance of that. And the activate methodology, and this is the interview question, right? And you need to know just like that what is that, and each uh, phase level, okay, what are the things, that's what yesterday also mentioned, okay. So you need to you will get covered all those things the phase wise, right? And here only high level, so what are the phases are there? Can anybody tell? Just now you have seen, right, what are the phases? Activate methodology, anyone?
Discovery,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
that is the phase only, right?
Yeah, phase
Discovery,
only.
explore,
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead as a team.
Prepare,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
discovery, explore,
Mm-hmm.
and realize,
Mm-hmm.
realize,
Mm-hmm.
deploy,
deploy,
Mm-hmm.
run.
run.
Perfect. More than enough. Okay. So that is what, just like that, you will say discovery, prepare, explore, realize, deploy, and run. Okay. And can you tell me about, okay, so what do you do in this discovery? What is your role? What is your role in the project? And in which phase you started? So are you there from the end to end within the project? And if that is the case, and is that only you are the person, whole project? And do you have any team? Right? These type of questions will come, so that so you will get into so what exactly your role within the project, right? If it is a very small project and only one person will be there and you are 3 or 4 years as fresher, okay, so you are not that, but so these kind of things are there. For the fresher, what will be happen? Okay, so what is this project, and what was your role? You are the shadow consulting, and so you got okay these type of scope, and whatever you are great at expertise at a couple of scenarios. For example, level, you are great at subcontracting, consignment level, okay, and your purchase cycle level or your goods receipt, STOs, all the STOs, all the 5 scenarios, you are okay, so at most great. Then, so you whatever you are great and you know in depth and even okay, so questionnaire perspective also we have that, and okay, so you take up only those kind of scenarios, okay. So then the questions will come that one. And most of the
Sir,
cases, what will happen is instead of asking questions, they will give, can you tell me about the process? Okay, they would like to understand how you are presenting, because for the client, okay, so whenever you are going to run the workshop, all right, so initially maybe okay, so couple of areas, okay, so you will get, even though you are the junior, you will get. If I am the person, I will give the opportunity wherever the specific, okay, template presentation is there for the data migration, right? Then data upload kind of. Then okay, so I will do the template presentation to the BPOs. Who is a BPO? Business process owners in the company, right? And these just understand about what kind of terminologies I am using, and those terminologies are from the real time, right? And you try to adopt it. If you have any questions, just okay, so take the pen and paper or your sticky notes and write down your questions. Okay, so at the last, so we can see those now. And we are good with this, and you can go through that our earlier video. Now we are getting into activate summary, real-time assets. Now, so we have seen about discovery, the high level. Okay, so yesterday we open our this one also what spreadsheet, right, about the questions. Okay, now I'm going to just open here. Fine. So here two areas are there. Let me keep this here. And this is Ready Labs, right? And this is Suven Pharma or any pharma. Any pharma, it is the same thing. The template is same. The company is a different. Maybe number of products are different, or few companies, okay, so will be having, okay, so 3-4 division segments are there, and other companies having the 20 segments are there, okay, immaterial. So how, as a consultant, you have the formula is nothing but your asset of template, and you need to understand the company, what business they are doing, okay. And in a resume, for example, okay, so you are going to put as a Suven Pharma as my training project, okay, as a real-time mock training project. Then, so we have done the SAP Suven Pharma for the SAP project. Okay, so we have done the implementation. So can you tell me about, okay, so what is the business Suven Pharma is doing? Now, what you need to do for this particular project, and whatever you are doing, and you need to spend your time and understand about the org structure, the business perspective, and what are all the products are there, what are all the brands are there, which countries they are doing, and okay, so where are the plants located, and what is their distribution system, right? And how they are going for the production, is that all the products they are doing the production, or they are giving for the subcontracting, okay. And whatever you have the scenario within the and all those perspective, there will be respective questions, and based on that one, okay, so you can deep dive. So here their articles and all these things, and you will come up with the information. Even 10% of information you get, that is more than enough, okay, so to make you present what exactly needed in the interview. Not only for the perspective of interview, that is ultimate objective, but so you need to know how to present, how to gather the requirement, and how to keep your eye on what is required. Okay, so fine. Now, when I am going for this one, you see here, first of all, Suven Pharma. So where exactly it is there? High level 2-3 questions. Okay, so I will give. Then okay, so we will get into our discovery.
Hyderabad.
This one, yeah, Suven Pharma, Hyderabad. Is that Sunil? Ram.
Yeah, sir. It's in Pashamalaram.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Hyderabad. Then how many divisions are there? Do you have all the information about them? Then
Oh, sir, it's
corporate office,
into
when pharmaceuticals. Okay, so this is Sheringampalli. It's fine. Business, mailing address and all. Corporate address, registered office. Okay, this on there is there also. So one, and here Sheringampalli, Rangareddy district. That is what you said about the Pashamailaram and all. Okay, and
yes.
even okay. So what is my requirement before, okay, so you deep dive into this one. Okay, let's say you guys are okay, so 4 members are consultants are there, and SD consultants, okay, so going to join now. So they will do their job, and you do your job now. So what are all the scenarios, okay, so you want to do max, right? So at least, okay, so whether you execute later point of time, you have access and all, but what exactly you need to do is, okay, I want to run the scenario. You need to have the organization structure, so an organization structure, first thing. Second thing is, okay, what are the products are there, right? So when we are discussing about the product, and what business segments they are there, formulation, okay, process research, custom synthesis, clinical supplies, okay. So for example, I am going here for formulation. So within this one, you can see solid orals are there, liquid orals are there. That's why, so I have selected this one, just like that. So you can go ahead and okay, so take the information from here. Injections, okay, what do you call this? Okay, then you need to discuss with the SD guy. Okay, what SD perspective they speak, and so what is MM perspective you speak, and where these solid orals will be manufactured, where injection. Okay, so we don't have unfortunately PP guy. Otherwise, okay, so we used to do in Amirpet one of the project. Okay, so 100 members in 2000 time. From 2005 I am teaching, and okay, so within the class, including HR and ABAP everything. Unfortunately, right now we are doing online. But okay, so this is what things are the reality. Now, liquid orals and sachets and all these are there, right? And you will come up with the information. Right now, you and me, we are not jumping into the solutions. Okay, what is this, whether division or segment or group or what is that? So we are not. But high level, one thing I can tell, whether it is an antibiotic division, okay, or injections division, or any other, okay, active pharma ingredients kind of stuff. Okay, you will come up with your information. Mahesh is working in the pharmaceutical company, and he will help you a lot within that, right? Mahesh Abba. Then, okay, so highlights and all. Okay, so for formulation development, pre and all, it's okay. What else you need for SAP MM? To complete your STOs, all the 5 scenarios, what you need?
Organization level.
Yeah, org level materials are there, and your vendors are there. Whoever are the vendors, okay, whether 1% or 1000%, okay, 1000 vendors is it is fine. But so kind of they will do the export, right? They will do import. SD guy will take care about the domestic and export, and you will do about domestic as well as import. You will do the import, right? And to do the import, you need to have the who are the vendors, okay, for Suven Pharma to take kind of materials. So the BPs, business partner, should be as a other than India country, at least, okay, so 10 members you will create. Each one of you create 2 members, 2 vendors, right? And that is one requirement. And another one is, for example, okay, so everybody should be having the 2 plants at least minimum. If you have 3, that is the immaterial, that is your call, but at least 2 plants. Why? All the STOs you are going to run. Fine. Then, so intra-company STO, until that one, it is fine. Intercompany STO, then what is the requirement? Intercompany means? Couple of guys
Another
ran the
plant.
scenarios, couple of guys not, but okay. So 2 different companies, right?
Yes.
Company codes, not companies, company codes. For example, Suven Pharma is there in the Bangladesh or US, right? Or any country other than India. India is the main, and one company code is there, is the country specific. And another one is, for example, okay, so Suven Pharma, you see so which country is there, and I am not getting into those details, and come up with a one more country where Suven Pharma is there. If not there also, so future perspective planning, so keep that, and we will run the mock kind of story, right? If you take Reddy Labs, almost 40 countries it will be there, right? And like that, you assume that one and you can go ahead. Ultimately, we need to know about what we are going to do. This is 2 company codes, and each company code level, okay, so your respective 2 plants. Second company code, 1 plant is more than enough, but your call that is. And at least first company code, your purchase organization, your plants, and 2 plants will be there, and another company code, okay, one plant. For example, okay, so Ram is there, Ram. So you will be having how many? 2 company codes. So for everybody, it is the same, but plants under company code, okay, Ram 1, Ram 2. Okay, another one is company code 2, and okay, so Ram, another plant is Ram 3. Okay, so like that, so we will come up with the naming convention within the Excel sheet, and based on that one, you are going to configure it. Okay, first we will plan, and we will get into that. So are we good with that? And when you are going for another one, okay, so just when we are discussing about, you need to have your material group, your purchase group, and all that information you are going to ask to your client, right? So as client is not there, you are going to ask me, so that I will come up with, I will study about a whole Suven Pharma, and okay, so I will give the respective answers accordingly. Fine. So let me go ahead further. Now, so when we are having this one, when real-time assets, there will be, so number of documents are there. And here, each phase level we are going to discuss about the specific document. Few things will be only glance, that is not for you, that is for the project manager, but you will be given a copy of that one. For example, statement of work, SOW. If they ask you about what is SOW, SOW, I don't know, I didn't heard about anything about this. Should not be like that. So in the project, whatever the areas are there, which documents, which deliverables, or which documents are relevant to documents, each phase level, and you should be know. So that is there. SAP is already having, okay, so within the website, and we can see, and our project also will cover all those things. The statement of work will be there. So main copy will be having, okay, so company project manager and all, and the consultant copy will be given by removing all the commercials and all, and you will be having your own copy, and you will see in this project, okay, one glance of one statement of work. And fit gap document is there. So in a workshop, explore level, okay, so you'll be having the workshop. Earlier in the SAP methodology, so not to confuse SAP methodology before activate. So you will be asking all the questions to them, and getting the requirement and preparing your document. That is a blueprint, as is, to be, as is what is the company is doing, to be is, and based on the company is doing right now, and what should be in the future course of action. Okay, so that is what the to be document together, that is a blueprint. Now right now, so that will be converted. Okay, so SAP with the activate methodology, that is a fit gap document, whether their requirement, for example, creation of the plant, is that standard or custom gap? Can you create the plant in SAP? What happened?
Yes, sir, we can create.
You can create. Yeah, you just interactive, right? Otherwise, difficult. I
Yeah.
should not ask the questions. I need to just to present it and to close it. Okay, so it should not be like that. You best interactive wherever it is needed. So plants you can create, company code you can create, and all these are there. Okay, one of the form is okay. So when that is there, I will share one of the Excel document about the fit gap level, and fit to standard. Fit to standard, the terminology, keep it. Okay, so what do you do, Ram, in the workshop? Okay, so these type of things will come later in that particular phase. We will discuss everything, but high level understanding about this particular area. Fit to standard, yes, plant organization structure, material masters and all. Okay, so whatever the SAP application perspective things are there, if that is suitable and you can able to do that one, the configuration testing and the completion of the result, that is the fit to standard, including form. So client is saying, oh, no, this is purchase order output. So I want my logo and all. Okay, so there will be commercial. They will discuss about the sales guys logo and all. Okay, so within the SAP standard, we will give freely. That will be fine. But so purchase or purchase order output, they will be having. Okay, that is a little bit of lot of information. Then that is not covered. Then so if they are asking about, I want to hear this and that X, Y, Z, and these are not there, and this material text should be coming here, and some footer based on the Z tables, and okay, so global footers, and different countries, each country footer will be different. How do you call that one? Right? So then you need to say that is a gap identified. So when gap is identified, then you need to create a gap ID. Okay, those areas we will discuss about the explore phase level. Then configuration document, whatever the plant and organization structure, only organization structure level will limit, and the process just a forward cycle. Then configuration document, whatever you are configuring in your SPRO, so you are going to put that in the configuration document. Okay, did you create configuration document? Yes. Fine. How that look like? Already okay. So you are going to see that. So then when gap is coming about the Z tables, this and all that, and you are going to come up with the global footers and all this stuff, then you need to write the specs, right? Otherwise, how ABAPer knows about, okay, how to write? When you are seeing your output form, it is only, okay, so standard is there. And one of the area, so from tables, you need to get the details and okay, so populate there. Then which table, which field, what information should come, which area that you are going to write, that is called functional specification. Then, so technical specification, your consultant, ABAP consultant will write. So right, okay, so these are the things a functional consultant given, and so I need to write the technical coding perspective, the high level coding, how the approach is there. They will write the technical specification. This is most of the thing, most of the time. Okay, so you will spend your time with your baseline configuration, delta configuration. Delta is nothing but whatever other than the baseline, the discussion. We will come with that, right? Realize phase level. Okay, so that is a configuration. We will come. Then test script is there. And why a test script is needed? You have done the testing, right? Testing is nothing but you created your purchase order, you created your MyGo and Myro, and all these cycle completed. So purchase, let's say purchase cycle, okay, and consignment cycle, subcontracting cycle. What are the steps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and those we will mention in the test script. A couple of test scripts will be shared with you, and rest of the things, okay, not couple, so 1 or 2. The template will be given with the standard one of the scenario, standard scenario of procure to pay. Then you can go ahead with that one. The cutover, okay, so we'll discuss later. So a lot of things, okay, so it will consume time. Now, configuration document, functional specification, test script, technical specification, and all these number of things you will see further. Now, you know about this one, right? Perfect. Then project governance, project status report. As I am the project manager, weekly project status report is nothing but whatever you are doing, and daily you will be having the call. With whom? Your project manager, your project lead, and okay, so whoever are there in the project, all the guys, 4 guys, FISD, MMPP or ABAPer, and your integration consultant, and whoever are there. With them, you will be having, okay, so daily. So what is the status? And you need to give your status so that your project coordinator or project manager will update the status, project status monitor. Okay, so there is a dashboard, and he will update so that each module level, overall the project level, whether it is the whatever the project management tool is there, whether it is a Microsoft project or different project tools are there. Okay, and a lot of things are there. Which one that client is going to use, we don't know. Then you are going to your update, and the status will be there. Yes, my baseline configuration out of 10 scenarios, so 5 scenarios completed. That is what your status today. Fine. So are you getting here speed, or everything is
Yes, sir.
fine? Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
perfect. Project governance and audit. What is the project governance? How overall project is happening? Okay, the project manager perspective, the terminology, and that also we'll see. This cadence also will come in the project governance, project audit, project governance, and number of areas are there. Okay, so audit also we mentioned here. Project key areas means in the project management there is kind of terminologies are there. So critical path method is nothing but what is that most important thing which if you don't do that, and your project heart that business process, if that is not there, you cannot go for the go live. And what are those scenarios are there, and which one you can do in this particular phase, and after go live also couple of things you can do based on the time constraint. Okay, that is called the critical path. So that is for the project managers. Even though just I am giving the wording, just at least one time in our lifetime before you are starting your career, and you should be having this terminology. Now, okay, the project is a US based project, for example. So they will send, okay, so these are the resources we need, and they will send the estimator, and you are there in other project, and one person will be relieved, maybe, okay, so next week, and already 2 members are available. And okay, so they need to give their names, and given the names, and you guys are there in the project, and what are your hours? A couple of guys 20 hours, couple of guys 30 hours, couple of guys 40 hours, and I want all the 4 members, all the project consultants, core consultant should be full time and a 6 months project. For example, that is the thing. Project estimator will be having all that hours, and you are going to book your hours. That is what the timesheet, right? Then staffing and resource schedule. This is what, okay, so your names will be there and your role will be there, and how long you are going to work. If one of the consultant, the specific only pricing consultant, expert pricing consultant for different what kind of integration you need to do with the other party application, then okay, so only couple of hours or couple of days he needs to work. Accordingly, that staffing will be happen. Then once you guys everything is there, right now we are doing, let's say, project kickoff. I need to open my PPT as a project manager. and I will tell you about even, okay, so client internal project kickoff will be there, is nothing but you 4 members and myself and a client as well as we, and okay, so everybody introduce yourself. Okay, the day will come and start your how to introduce yourself. Okay, that is the most important thing. If you don't introduce yourself perfectly, so I will give the template also for that one. And okay, so you practice and in front of me. Okay, so you practice as well as, okay, so you come up with the presentation with me as and introduce yourself. Okay, that is a first thing. So you make a note of this one. Okay, introduce yourself. That is my task. So you prepare, and if you go to the YouTube and introduce yourself, you will see and you will come up with the best pattern of yours how to introduce yourself, right? Your education, your work experience, and earlier if at all any domain is there, and also, okay, so you will be having your project experience. What is your expertise in SAP, MM, SD, PP, FICO, right? So all these areas, and what is exactly, okay, so your area of interest, how you after 3 years, okay, so where you want to be. Okay, so these type of things will be there. Then project plan, how many these activate level, okay, these 6 are there, right? All the phases, majorly 4 and 6 discovery, and okay, so run will be there as okay, so tail and a prefix affix, and you will be seeing the project plan. Task status has discussed about, so we have seen that within the project, okay, you are going to give your updates, and the status will come with the dashboard, pivot table, and all those type of things we'll see. Issue logs when you are doing the term working, and okay, so one of the scenario is not working because that cannot be worked within the standard. So you can raise the issue log. Now, is that only the issue? And okay, so on time the travel thing not updated, that is also issue, right? So you need to go for on-site, and okay, so that thing has not happened. So you can raise the issue. The defect, issue and the defect, you need to understand the business process can work, cannot work. Why it is not working, that is the issue. And the defect, so the process developed and you are going to do the testing, and within the testing, so one of the master data is not updated properly, or accounting view is not extended, and you are getting the issue, right? That is the defect. In the development it was worked, and the quality it is not working, right? Those type of things. What is development, what is quality, what is system landscape, again you will see that. Then RISEF, okay, we will come up that it will take time. Risk register, QA report, monthly utilization reports, okay, all the risks and all. So why this information is needed? It is the heart of your project governance, all these things every day, and you are going to here and there, okay, so each one of that one you will be part of that. And a couple of things not mentioned here, project charter, and those will be there. This already we have seen. Best practices. This yesterday's thing only. Again, scope items. How many scope items? Best practices you are not seen so far, that will be introduced. And the building blocks and the package. It's okay. Project estimator is nothing but, okay, so how many hours in that project we will be having, and what are the scope list is nothing but, so how many scenarios, let's say number of scope one. The moment, okay, so you will see the building blocks, then you will understand. Preparation of system build plan, so you don't understand right now, but okay, so when project is getting started, you need to have the server, right? So right now you are logging in and doing the things, how that will be the blank, it's only hardware, and how that application will be implemented. So I was a person in my earlier company, okay, so do the system activation, all the best practices and all for the number of years, almost a decade. Okay, from the starting of SAP S4 HANA. Okay, so US counterpart and myself, we used to do all these things. Then resource assignment and granting access. You will be getting access 4 modules along with Fiori Tech and system pre-checks, installation, building blocks. You will see that. Then building block testing you will do. So initially, so what you will get it, if at all, okay, so kind of company, I am your practice manager and or the delivery manager for the respective project, I will give you the building block. For example, okay, so they need to complete the testing and offshore level or the project specific. If India Suven project is there, right here itself, as a junior, you will complete all the building block testing. Okay, so for number of projects, you will do that. So that is what the practice manager will do to make you understand in and out of best practices, and you will complete that one. Then this delivery manager will hand over this particular system to the project. If you are also one of the person, okay, so in the project, and you know already, okay, so what is the scope, and you ran the everything testing, and it's a prepared system is prepared, then okay, so that will be easy to understand about the overall scenario. Publishing status issue tracker to enterprise, it's a fine. So daily cadence calls, handling system. Okay, so this is what, okay, handwritten. Okay, so what my work was there, just I have written here. Then it's fine. So later we will do. So tomorrow about the discovery, and right now we will see couple of. I'm not going to open everything, so that is not, but couple of things definitely. Okay, so I will make it. Here, let's say this is a folder. I will share it with you, project training, and what is needed within that one I will give. Okay, so here couple of assets I will show you. This won't be shared, and what is needed that also. What is this? It's not opening. Okay. Oh, 1 minute. What is this? I clicked on double eyes. It is not working. Okay. Real-time project assets. After that one, we will go for this. Okay. Your session, SD sessions and all, it's okay. Now, coming to, so this one. You will be having, because other module guys are not there, right? So you will be having, for example, PTP. Okay. So I will open this PTP later. And business process master list. What is that? BPML. Remember that. Okay. BPML. What is a discovery questions? You need to have to ask the questions and get the information from the client. And the BPML. So what are all the scenarios are there? Each module, my module, my SD module, or my FICO module. Okay. So these are the scenarios are there. And which scenarios based on the discovery you will understand, right? And these are the list of scope. Okay, so these are the scenarios are there. You will come with that one. This is for communication plan. The copy will be shared with you, but the project manager will take care of that, right? Nothing to do with you, but okay, so you need to know, if you know about the PMP or different type of, okay, management things, you will understand. Okay, so risk management plan, schedule management plan, communication plan, and a number of other plans are there, and all those, okay, so will be there. That is a starting PMO, project management office. Okay, so one person will be there to handle all these the moment the project started, and they will upload all these into folder right now, what I am doing. And okay, so you will be getting those templates. Then consultant onboarding, that is what we are doing right now. Okay, so you are introducing yourself, and tomorrow first 5 minutes, okay, so you will introduce yourself, and that is what the onboarding, and the client also they will introduce onboarding. Cutover, yeah, so whatever the legacy system, master data, BP, transactions, master data, as well as the transaction data, open documents and all. So this is a template, right? And coming to cutover planning, kickoff is there, cutover template is there, go, no go, go live, lesson learned, okay, functional specification, technical specification, master data workshops, configuration. So configuration, this is from your sessions only I have taken. And Fiori roles already I have shared, SD configuration I have shared, and best practices, discovery document, functional questionnaire. So this already yesterday we opened, right? And within this one example I will open here. Okay, so this you have seen, right? Wherever it is needed, again I will come here. Wherever it is needed, then we will come again here. Okay, that is only for presenting purpose. This is for you. Okay, whatever I am adding here, that is for you. Instead of Ready Labs, I will change that one. And this is the work for you for the project, and the discovery for the Suven Pharma. And okay, so BP discovery questions you will come up with. Okay, it's not opening. Yeah, okay, fine. Now you see, two discovery templates are there, but okay, so whichever is good, I will see and I will put it. I thought this one. How many purchase organization will be needed to consider? One purchase organization buying for the company code plants, company code specific, plant specific. Okay, so now you can see here which is mandatory, which is okay, so optional. And here, if more than one, do they have different responsibilities? Okay, so how do you define it? How many purchase groups are there? Do you really need, okay, so purchase group, without purchase group, can you go ahead further? It will ask, right? And that is needed. What is the purpose of purchase group? How many purchase groups are there? Is the division specific you will be having, or domestic as well as the import, different group of employees in the purchase group? Okay, so you will go like that. Then how many plants do we have geographically? Okay, you need to come up with that one. Then how many shipping points will be needed? Consider each plant. So when shipping points are there, inbound shipping level you will do, but outbound shipment level, so SD guy. Okay, so you discuss with our, he is actually doing the night shift, but okay, so we will see. So what storage location do we have? Do we have any locations needed? And do we need? So nothing but also organization structure level. If you need a couple of questions, and you can add here. Okay, based on that one. And you come up with what are all the things, answers are there. So here, fine. Then later, once, okay, so you complete your remarks. Okay, so we would have put there, and you need to capture there. And here, master data level. And then you will be having the forms, quotation, order processing level. Do you use purchase requisitions, purchase orders? Okay, consumable purchase order. Do you have the framework orders, or do you have the services? Do you use the services assets, or just like that material? Okay, and what are there here? Approval levels, whether release procedure. Okay, so how many levels are there? What is the amount and all that stuff? Okay, so that is what one of the thing. What special notes do we include within the order is nothing but what kind of text, right? So you need to use it at the header or item level, whatever the things are there. Do you have regularly recurrent maintenance services? Then do we need message automatically output? Okay, how do you just go for immediate print or later or schedule job? Okay, those type of things. Then yes, I will give the glance of this, and that will be helpful for you. We'll be using quality. Are you using quality management? Okay, so right now in our project scope, we are not using, but as a farmer default that will be there. We don't have the QM guy. Maybe the future. Okay, so guys will join. But right now, okay, so this is what we can do. Do we have an approved vendor list? Means how many number of vendors are there, and what are the addresses? What is the count of vendor? What is the material count? What are the material types? And how many numbers are there? And what is the volume to upload your materials? Then if yes, okay, so you come up with all these things. Then we are good with this. Then coming to contract processing, scheduling agreement, contracting. Okay, so already you ran all those scenarios. And okay, so based on that one, whether it is a quantity contract, value contract, how you want to, is that the schedule level, schedule agreement level you are going. Okay, if it is automotive industry, the schedule automatic schedule for your manufacturing lines. Okay, so it will go ahead, and that is one of the story. So right now, maybe scheduling agreement contracts will be there, so you can use that. And the transfer postings, okay, in and out, you know about the transfer posting, and use this. Then coming to all these are there, then fine. Then return process, okay, how many different type of return process are there? Micro level specific return you can do, as well as you can do the purchase order specific returns with the checkbox is there, right? So those kind of stuff. And how do they do return process? That is what, see, you know about your SAP consultant story, but the real time guy, you need to put the checkbox, you need to do the purchase order, and these are the things. That is not the way. So you need to ask. The art of asking is, okay, so could you please tell me, okay, so how your return process is there in this company? So day to day job level, so how do you handle this returns? Okay, they will tell, okay, these are the things, and these slips are there, and okay, so we will inquire, and we will get the call, and okay, so these informations will be there. And what are all the things? Then what are the commercials, if at all that return is there? Okay, so this guy, so your guy, so is returning, is that 50%, 100%? What about the freight? If you don't ask about, okay, how to handle freight in the returns, because you already paid the freight, and is that will be returned? No. How much percentage of amount will be back? And these type of questions will be there as a real-time perspective. Then, so just it's a logic and common sense, and you go physical inventory. So physical counting, cycle counting, if at all, okay, so they are saying for few products, I will be having the cycle counting, and rest of the thing is a physical counting. Then okay, so you can put that in the scope. subcontracting process. Are you going to give the material or vendor is going to consume the material? Okay, so our material they will consume or they will be having the material. Do you have that scenario? Okay, so then otherwise they will say subcontracting we don't give is nothing but this whole thing is not there in the scope. But in the interview, if you say subcontracting, definitely that will be fetched and you master within the subcontracting process, movement types and all. And okay, so that's fine. And if at all any other scenarios are there, go ahead and okay, so update here only these many things are there, but still we have a lot. But yeah, so go ahead with that. And both the things I am going to keep here. This is a one. Another one is that what is this spam? Empty.
Sir, all these are without respect to experience, no, sir. I mean,
Yeah, respective experience is not needed for this, right?
the basic.
Hmm. Basic common sense questions. Correct or not?
Yes.
After this, okay, just I am not opening because of based on the scenario level offline, you will do all those. I think we are good, right? And one more thing where you need to just go ahead and see this is a SAP asset, right? Then coming to, for example, prepare. There is some project plan is there, then okay. So here number of templates are there. Directly you can take, no need of waiting. Okay, so sir need to give or let's off need to arrange some template and all. So what you need to do is come up with this template. You take this communication plan over you. Okay, so this is a template SAP given, and you prepare your own template. You put your logo and go ahead. Project kickoff, project charter, project sign off, phase sign off. Okay, so then okay, so once you complete your discovery and a discovery completed. This is a PM94. They have given the document. Then when you are opening this one, phase sign off. Okay. Phase acceptance and closure. You need to complete your closure, right? And this is what SAP thing. Then okay, so this they prepared and okay. So what is the phase and all? Who is the customer and which phase is that one? Who are the authorized persons? Sign off and take the sign off, and that will be PMO guy. They will keep all these things, whether they completed or not. Okay. And Agile project template, roles and responsibilities, Agile release planning, number of things are there. Everything is not needed. Okay. But what is needed anyway, so I am going to keep that very simplest form, and you can use that one. Functional test to plan template, organization change log, phase sign off here, gate quality, test strategy template. All these are for the project manager, most of the things needed. And just okay, so this is here, and you can have glance whenever you want. Final cutover checklist. Okay, cutover is the most important thing, and for the master data upload and all these things, unit test result template, the test scripts and all. Okay, fine. No need to worry, and these things only for the information purpose, and for the fresher, how much you need, that much only we will discuss, right? Not more than that. So this information, it's maybe a couple of things, bouncers, no need to worry. So ultimately our objective for this session is, yes, these many things will be there in the project as a consultant, if not now, okay. So my total journey, then I need to come across these things, right? In the project as a shadow consultant, you will learn all these things. Is that okay? I hope you are good for this. Any questions? Now you can put your questions if at all. Okay, so anything getting scared or you are good, enjoyed?
Sir, I have checked interview questions for the SAP MM consultant, sir. How many end-to-end implementation cycles have you done?
For the fresher, because you are not putting anything, right? You are the fresher. Okay, so
Okay.
this Suven Pharma you can mention.
Okay.
Whatever the project you are doing now, so kind of equivalent to real-time project approach. Only thing is we are not really doing, but a real-time project approach. Okay, so what is, that's what I mentioned. Your introduction level, your academics is nothing but okay. So I'm MBA passed out this, and okay, so my expertise this. I
Okay.
have done the project this, and I know I have done in the project these things, And okay, so you mentioned all those areas. That's more than enough. And
Okay.
they will ask you, okay, so can you tell me about the PTP cycle? Okay, so you give your PTP cycle. And what is the movement for your plant to plant one step? Simple question they will ask. If you don't know the answer, they will understand, okay, so you only just running your screens. You have completed that 10 times, but you are not getting into action about, yeah, what is the movement type for that one. In our website, each lesson you will be having one of the section is a movement type. T codes, movement type, business process, process flows and all, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I hope you are good, and by tomorrow that discovery thing, okay, so you come up, and this will be accessible, and okay, so everybody can access that and can update, okay, Google Access, then that will be fine. And after that one, based on that, so configuration document will be shared. So in that you are going to update configuration. You have seen one of the things, right? So in your this journey sessions. So here also I updated. Okay, so this I will keep it in this where is that config? Yeah, for the project, this should be added in the realize phase for you. And here you are going to come up with, so how many company codes are there, right? How many plants are there? And how many purchase organizations are there? Purchase group, store allocations, like that. Number of things will be there, right? And this is what, once you prepare this, and one more fit gap Excel sheet will be there, that also. So because at least they will ask, can you tell me one or two functional specification? Can you tell me if any support kind of tickets? You are not done, but kind of. Can you tell me what is the challenge you faced in the project? Can you tell me, so what are lesson learned? What is the lesson learned? Okay, so for you in that project. Okay, so these type of things will be there. So be prepared. So why I am giving in this particular session before going to the deep dive of your project. So if you know this one, you will understand the gravity of the project. How much you need to be serious in the project. And this is in your hands. If you want to just go ahead and just to take it light, you will take it light. And if you want to do something better, and this is going to be your career, and SAP, no need to name it. It is going to be give very bright future. Okay then. So thank you very much for joining, and good night. Bye.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sure.